Good morning. It's great to see everyone again. If you could all pull out a pen and pencil at your desks, you'll see some packets. We'll go ahead and work with those later, but to just warm up and get our minds going, we are going to do a little review of our vocabulary words that we've been working on this week. So I went ahead and I included pictures, so if you'll look up at the board here, you can see the words. We have island, we have follow, we have practice, we have casual, we have deceased, compromise, rupture, and obnoxious. Something new I'm going to try, and you'll see the pictures with these. These are how I associated the pictures. And something new I'm also going to try with these is we're going to go ahead and do a physical motion with it. So I'm going to go ahead and say the word and do the motion, and if you could repeat after me, we're going to go ahead and get a grasp on these, and then we're going to turn to our partners and share with our partners the motion so that we're understanding the words, we're able to connect them. Okay, so first you'll see island. Okay, we have the word island here. Here's our picture of some islands. An example of an island might be Hawaii or maybe Guadalupe Island in Mexico. And we're going to go ahead and do this motion with it. So, island. Good. Now turn to a partner and say island and show them the motion. Good. All right. Now turn to your partner and go ahead and just show them the motion for the word that I say. So, island. Great. Seems like you guys have a good grasp on that one. Okay. The next word we're going to focus on is follow. You'll see the picture of someone following another person. So, follow. It's going to be our motion. Okay? Follow. Okay, repeat after me. Follow. Great. Good job. Now go ahead and turn to your partner and show them the motion for follow. So follow. Good job. I can see you guys are having a good handle on that one. The next word we'll focus on is practice. So we are going to shoot a basketball. So shoot the basketball. This is practice. Okay? Now my favorite sport is basketball. I know that if I practice lots of times shooting, I'm going to get better at it. So this is the motion we're going to have for practice. Maybe you would adapt this to be kicking a soccer ball or swinging a bat, because those are sports that you like to play. So for the sake of this today, we'll just go ahead and do shooting a hoop. So practice. Go ahead with me, or repeat after me, please. Practice. Great. Now turn to your partner, show them practice. Very good. The next we have is casual. So casual is probably how you would say I'm dressed to work today. I'm wearing a casual shirt. So I'm going to point to my shirt and say casual. So repeat after me and show me the motion. Casual. Great. Now go ahead and turn to your partner and show them the motion for casual. Awesome. Good job, you guys. You're doing a really good job with these. The next word we're going to focus on is deceased. So deceased, we're going to use the motion like this, because that means that that person or animal is no longer with us. So go ahead and repeat after me. We're going to go deceased. It's kind of a harder word to say, so let's go ahead and try that again. Deceased. Great. Now I will say the word and go ahead and turn to your elbow partner and show them the motion. Deceased. Very good. Okay. Our next word is compromise that we're going to work on. So we have two people here shaking hands. So we're going to go ahead and do that motion as well. So compromise is going to be this. Compromise. So repeat after me. Compromise. Great. Now turn to your partner and show them the motion. Compromise. Excellent. Very good. Okay. The next word is rupture. Okay, so we kind of have an explosion here. It's kind of what it's like. So we're going to say rupture. Rupture. Okay, so go ahead and repeat after me and show me the motion. So rupture. Great. Now turn to a partner, your elbow partner, and go ahead and show them rupture. Great. Now can everyone repeat the word again? Rupture. Excellent. Very good. Okay. The last word we have for our vocabulary that we're going to focus on is obnoxious. So we kind of see someone, these are my drawings here, but you'll see someone kind of being a little crazy. So for obnoxious, we're going to say obnoxious like this. Okay, not to be confused with rupture. This is obnoxious. Okay, so go ahead and repeat after me. Obnoxious. Great. Now turn to a partner and show me obnoxious. Show me the motion for obnoxious. Great job, you guys. So do we all kind of feel comfortable with those? So now what we're going to do is I'm going to repeat a word or say a word, and you're going to turn to your partner and you're going to show them the motion for it, okay? And if you need a little support, you can help each other. I'll be walking around to double check as well. So let's go ahead. I'm going to do them out of order, okay? But I will point to the word. So practice. Do you remember what we did for practice? Shot the basketball. Good job. I see a lot of you guys doing that through the classroom. All right. Obnoxious. Go wild and crazy. Good job. All right. Compromise. Great. See a lot of you shaking hands. Excellent. Island. Really good. Right over here. An example of these in the U.S. is like Hawaii. The one in Mexico I said is like Guadalupe. Okay. Another one, even Catalina here in California. Is an island. Okay, follow. You can see follow here. Good. Good, guys. Good job. Great job. Follow. Now, casual. Notice that there's a dress here and there's a line through it because that is not casual. This is casual. So, good. Great. Pointing to your clothes. Awesome. Okay, let's go ahead and do deceased. See the picture here. The motion, deceased. That person's no longer with us. They have passed away. They have died. Okay. Great, and the last one we'll do is rupture. Great, like an explosion, rupture. Like a volcano, they rupture, they explode. Good job, you guys. I feel like you're ready to warm up, or you've kind of warmed up, we're acquainted with the words. So we're going to go ahead and how many of you guys think you could make these into a sentence? So go ahead and raise your hand if you think that you could make these into a sentence. Great. Great. Okay, some of you, maybe not. You know what? And it's okay if we're not comfortable with that, because our goal for today's lesson, as you'll see written on the board here, is to know the meaning of these words and to use them in a sentence. So that is what we're going to do. So we're going to move on to our next activity next, where we're going to use the squares that you're seeing on your table. We're going to practice that. So let's go ahead and everybody take a quick break and get your writing utensils out, get your listening ears on. We'll be ready. All right. All right, good. Now that we've all had a quick 1 minute mental break, we're going to go ahead and get right back into our lesson for today. Remember, our goal is to know the meaning of the vocabulary words we just went over. and to use them in a sentence. So we're going to go ahead and do an activity that's going to help us structure that. Our goal is on the board so we can always reference it and refer back to it, along with our words are also on the board. So go ahead, and I know you're all eager to pick up the packets. You see the packets on your desk. They look like this, okay? They say word, picture, definition, and sentence, which is our goal, right? This is where we want to get. This is where we want to be. So go ahead and pick those up. We're going to turn to the first page. So each of you have 8 pages stapled, 1 for each word, 1 for each of the 8 words, okay? We're going to start with the first one, and I'm going to go ahead and model it with you. So we're going to go over it. So we are going to focus on the word island right here. We're going to do this together. So in our box, we're going to go ahead and write the word island. We can copy it straight from the board here, okay? So, island. This is kind of a weird word. We see the I, we hear the I, but we don't really hear the S. It's kind of like I land. So I'm going to underline that. This is how it sounds to us. It's like I land. It's not island. It's kind of a weird word. We're going to go ahead and keep the S. It's going to be silent. It's kind of a funny thing. The next, we're going to draw a picture of it. So you can draw your own interpretation of it. Okay, so I went ahead and I drew a picture here of island. Okay, so now you are going to go ahead and draw your own interpretation of what an island looks like. So I'm going to model one with you. Okay, so these are 2 islands, okay, that I see. Remember, as we move on to the definition, an island is surrounded by water, lots of water. So I'm going to kind of make it seem like that. You have colored pencils at your desk. Go ahead and take a few minutes to draw your picture of an island. What sticks out to you? I'm going to walk around and I'm going to make sure that we have a good understanding of what that one looks like, okay? Great. Good job. It looks like everybody had a really good drawings of islands. Some were simple, some were pretty crazy. You guys did really good. You have the word written right. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the definition. Now you do have a Spanish-English dictionary, okay, at your tables. So you're going to have to work as a group to go over the definition. I have the definition of island here, but for the other words you might need to look them up on your own. So we know that an island is a piece of land surrounded by water, just like we drew. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and copy that definition down that I see. So an island is a piece of land surrounded by water. Another really important word in the definition of island is water, because it's all around water. So water and land are 2 really important words to understand there. Okay? So this is how I wrote it down. You can look it up. You can copy this down right off the board here. Okay, I'm going to go around and make sure we're grasping that one correctly. All right, the final thing we're going to do to kind of our graphic organizer here that we've made to help us build a sentence is we are going to write our own sentence. Now, some of you who need it, go ahead and have sentence starters. So you might have words that you fill in and you need to place where island goes. Some of you are creating your own sentences. So I'm going to write my own sentence. Okay? So I'm going to say, I would never want to be trapped on an island alone. I would never want to be trapped on an island alone. So this is like if I was on a deserted island all by myself and I didn't have anything else with me. So I wrote my sentence here. I would never want to be trapped on an island alone. Some of you kind of have a sentence already started for you, and you definitely need to fill in the word island. So let's go ahead and place that word in the sentence, maybe with a few other words that you could place. 2, so some of it left open a spot for it to be anything that you could fill in as the subject that you might not want to be on the island. So for example, instead of saying I, you might say my brother, or whatever you would like to say for that sentence. Go ahead and fill that in. I'm going to walk around and check how our sentences are coming, the sentence structure. Remember that we need capital letter at the beginning. We need an kind of a closing, so a period at the end of our sentence. So I'm going to walk around and double check on you guys with that one. Good job. I saw that most of you did a really, really good job with those. And some of you might need a little bit more support. So right now is kind of our guided practice time. I went ahead and went over it with you, and I'm going to walk around and support those who need it. I saw that Joanna in the back has a really good grasp on this. So if someone needs some support, maybe you could ask Joanna for some ideas or see how she's doing it to learn as well. We will also have the aide walking around to support us in the classroom. So ask questions, have fun with this, make some really cool pictures, help it come to life for you and make sense for you for these words. So you have 7 more to fill out. We have the remainder of the period to do this. If we don't finish this, then it will become homework. And if you have finished it, go ahead and turn it in to me on the way out. I'm going to just double check them and give them back to you tomorrow to review for our kind of test that will take our little quiz on our vocabulary words, okay? The worksheet we have for homework you'll grab on your way out the door. I will remind you again, but this is kind of your independent practice homework that you will take home. And it will have some questions. You'll want to match the word with the definition. Some of you will be matching it to a picture. So go ahead and think of the word and then correspond it with the picture or the definition or the word that you remember. And then some of you are going to write your own sentences, and you'll be given a prompt for those words. And some of you are going to fill in some sentences that have already started for you. So that's how we're going to do that. And we are working towards our goal today to know the meaning of the words and to use them properly in a sentence. So I'm really proud. You guys have been really good listeners this period. So have some fun kind of with this activity and ask me questions. I'm going to walk around and check on you guys and just see how you're understanding it. If you need me to re-explain it, I'm happy to do that too in smaller groups. So, all right. Good luck, you guys.